House Financial Services Committee Chairman Barney Frank says the financial regulatory overhaul will force the nation's banks to spin off their derivative trading desks. Frank spoke exclusively with Bloomberg's Peter Cook. Peter is in D.C. and he joins us now. Peter.
Well, data derivatives and the Volcker rule, those are the two big issues still on the table for the House Senate negotiators finalizing new rules of the road for Wall Street. And Barney Frank, of course, leading those talks. He told me late yesterday that while it's still not a done deal, he does expect Senator Blanche Lincoln's derivatives language forcing banks to spin off their lucrative trading swaps desks that will survive.
Exactly how tough the exclusion will be, it'll be tough. I think the essence of what Senator Lincoln wanted to do on pushing derivatives out of the banks will happen, and certainly they will be totally insulated from any insured deposits.
Now, Frank also told me that the Volcker rule, barring banks from engaging in proprietary trading and from sponsoring hedge funds and private equity firms, will also survive and, in fact, will be strengthened by the addition of language speeding up its implementation and giving regulators less discretion, the so-called Merkley-Levin language. But industry and administration sources say they expect some modifications as well that may soften the blow on banks. Banks are fighting, for example, to be allowed to invest a limited amount, between 2 to 5% of their capital, in hedge funds and private equity funds. It's a move to try and secure the votes of Republican senators like Massachusetts' Scott Brown, worried about the impact on home state banks like State Street. Frank, of course, also from Massachusetts, will only say lawmakers are trying to strike a balance.
One of the dangers is that you would sweep up mutual funds, which have not been any part of the volatility or instability problem with the rules. So, yeah, we'll constantly work on that, and we all, I think, have both concerns, namely that the rule be, A, tough enough, but B, reasonable, and exactly where you strike the balance is hard.